Movies about criminals. Who doesn't like those? Heat is an amazing movie. There's other movies about criminals, but they're not coming to me. Hell or High Water is a movie that is neither hell nor high water. And okay, look. I understand it's probably a metaphor. And metaphors are weird for me because sometimes they go in my ear and they don't really, my brain space doesn't really understand them, so it ejects them out my ear. In Hell or High Water, the movie name made me think that there was gonna be like Lucifer rising up and just like rolling up his sleeves and beating down people. And then like a lot of high water, like flooding, massive amounts of flooding and possibly death. And I was hoping there could be a robot that saves someone at one point. I don't know, but I was thinking this could be cool. Then I watched the trailer, and then I watched the movie, and it was not what I was thinking, okay? Basically, the movie's this. You have Chris Pine, yes, he's Star Trek. I don't know why he came down from space, from that awesome job up in space where he's shooting all kinds of aliens, down here. And not even down here, like Earth would be fine if he hung out at Earth for a little while. But he came down here and became a poor dude in Midland, Texas. His life's sucking. Okay, he's a bad father. He's a bad ex-husband. He's just he's having a shitty day, right? Ben Foster, who, I mean, this guy plays in a bunch of things, but he doesn't, like, it's not ringing a bell, okay? It's just really not. But there was one character in this that always rings a bell. Jeff Bridges, as the old officer that's about done. He's a racist officer, likes to joke with his buddy, his partner. He's not really racist. There's context there. He's just joking around with his buddy. It's like what you do with your friends. Everyone does it. It's okay, everybody. You don't have to always be offended. This case falls into his lap. And the case is basically this. Kirk, the captain of the Starship Enterprise, and his brother, Ben Foster, they have come up with a scheme to steal and rob from banks to pay for land that was stolen. And look, this was one part that maybe I just missed a part in the movie or something didn't quite click, but I don't know if it really explained that very well. Okay, and maybe it's because it was Midland, Texas, and every time I saw it, I was kind of like, what? Who wants to be there? Ben Foster is an ex-prisoner, and he comes out and he's like, yo, bro, what do you need? And obviously Captain Kirk is like, yo, I need you to do this. And who doesn't listen to Captain Kirk? I mean, Captain Kirk tells me to rob a bank. I'm gonna have to rob a bank. He's Captain Kirk. If you're ever gonna do something dangerous or criminal, don't do it with someone that might be a little loose. Because Ben Foster's, he's a wild card. The brother's a wild card. You can't have a wild card on your team. Believe me, I've had wild cards on my team, and it's thrown me for a curve. I try not to have any wild cards because usually I'm the wild card. And you can't have one wild card and then another wild card. In this case, Ben Foster's the only wild card, but it throws their whole game plan for a curve. He's so into robbing and not the focus of the point of the robbing, which is to make enough money to pay off for the land so they can get some oil off of it. I don't know how this is even a movie, but whatever. And the movie is double screws. And they're about to touch the tips. If you've ever played touch the tips with your friends, by the way, not gay, you're gonna realize that when you touch, it gets awkward, okay? And that's what happens in this movie. They touch at the moment things go awry. But in Midland, Texas, people are carrying all the time. And those dudes, when they're robbing the bank, the brothers are robbing the bank, all hell breaks loose. Want to know why? Because you don't fucking rob banks in Texas. You don't do anything in Texas because people are going to carry. I always have a weapon in my butt crack just in case. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm ready. I'll pull that baby out, start firing. I usually have a bazooka in my crack just in case. Hell, I have a couple grenades in my pants all the time, or so the ladies say. But this is important. You don't rob banks in Texas. Because people can get pissed off. And that's what happens. Look, in the end, the movie was a disappointment because it had no hell. It had no high water. There was not a flood anywhere in this movie. Ultimately, the hell or high water is probably a metaphor. For sometimes in life, both decisions are shitty. And you gotta make the decision which one's less shitty. It's like if you had to cut your foot off or your hand off, which one are you gonna choose? Well, I'm gonna choose my foot because I can get a robot foot. The hands are still kind of funky. They're like, that would be weird. I'd rather, now I could get a hook, which would be kind of cool, but the only reason I want a hook is to hook people in the face when they don't shut up, you know? Like me right now. If I was me on the other side, listening to me right now, I'd just take my hook hand, give it a 5 out of 10. It's decent, but skippable.